was crazy. I've never actually experienced that sort of atmosphere again before. It's absolutely electric, the passion, everything we've seen.
The NDP leader, with a bold vision of what leadership looks like under a pro-worker government, focuses on how an NDP-led government would prioritize workers' rights, address the affordability crisis, and build a Canada that works for everyone, every single one of us. So, with no further ado, not my twin, Jagmeet Singh.
Thank you. We're going to have to come right on up here. Yes. These are some of our incredible candidates. Give them some love.
Really tight. Oh, a bit more.
That's awesome. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you for the work you're doing. I know that the CLC is holding a number of these events across the country, organizing the leaders in our labor movement, talking about how we can get ready for the election. So I appreciate all of you. And at this moment, I want to ask all of you to imagine, what is it that we are fighting for when we fight for Canada? What kind of Canada do we want to build? I think this is a once-in-a-generation fight with Donald Trump, and we have a choice. Some will say that at this moment, the type of Canada we need to build is a Canada that looks more like Trump's America, where billionaires rule and working people pay the price. That's exactly what Pierre Poilievre wants to do. He'll use any excuse in this crisis to say the solution is the type of Canada we need to build is one where we cut programs and we lay off public sector workers. He's already laid out that vision. That's what conservatives do. That's what they believe in. But I'm kind of disappointed to notice that Mark Carney is proposing something kind of similar. Carney has said that he'll shrink the public service. That's a polite liberal word for saying he's going to cut workers. He's going to fire workers. He also, and we also know this, that shrinking the public service means less help for Canadians. It means more unemployment. He's mentioned that he's going to balance the operating budget in 3 years. Well, what does that mean to cut back on and to balance the operating budget? That is a budget that pays for things like healthcare, EI, and pensions.
Right.
So when he says he wants to cut back on the operating budget, let's hear what he's really saying. He wants to cut the things that people need. And he also said really clearly what he wants to give away. He wants to reverse the capital gains tax changes. So he wants to let people who make over $1 million a year pay less than people who work for a living. That's what he believes in.
Are you serious?
I think that's wrong. I'm disappointed that that's what he thinks. Cutting services people count on and handing out more to billionaires, that's not the Canada I want, and I hope that's not the Canada that you want either. Instead, let's build a Canada that puts people first, that puts workers first. That's what I will do. That's what my team will do. We can create good union jobs and fight back against Donald Trump by building the things we need right here with Canadian-made content, with Canadian-made products, and most importantly, Canadian workers.
Finally!
We know that people need homes, so we can build them with Canadian workers, Canadian steel, Canadian wood, Canadian content. Provinces need hospitals and clinics, and I know here in Alberta you need them really badly. So let's deliver. Let's build that infrastructure using Canadian content, using Canadian workers. Municipalities, they need new roads, public transit, bridges. We can make that happen alongside training and hiring more people to help take care of those that we love in healthcare and elder care and childcare. Millions of Canadians have stepped up for our country. We've seen them do this. And they're saying, we're not going to buy American, we're buying Canadian. They're boycotting American products and supporting Canadian-made products. So the government needs to do the same. My plan is to buy Canadian, build Canadian. To make sure government money, every single cent of it, goes towards buying Canadian products, supporting Canadian unionized workers. In a trade war, I'll ban American companies from federal contracts and favor unionized Canadian companies. And we also need to be prepared to fight fire with fire and hit back where it counts. That means retaliatory tariffs. And cutting off the supply of some of the things the Americans need. You know, we know that Elon Musk, the billionaire buddy of Donald Trump, needs critical minerals for the batteries in his cars. So let's cut off the flow of critical minerals if they threaten our country. We'll cut off that flow. Speaking of Tesla, my plan to directly hit Elon Musk where it counts is I will give Canadians an immediate $10,000 rebate for buying a Canadian-made electric or hybrid vehicle, and I'll slap 100% tariff on Elon Musk Teslas.